Good morning, beloved. This is Julianne coming to you again from Washington, D.C. I wanted to tell another story. This is a true story. A more gifted storyteller could make this humorous, but such as it is, I'm just going to tell you what happened. My mom and my stepfather, God rest his soul, came to pick me up to go to church. When we arrived in front of the building, I noticed a gentleman standing across the street, and he was screaming. He seemed disoriented, and I was alarmed at first, but I continued just to look at him, and as I was watching, he fell down. I picked up my phone, I ran across the street, and I touched him to make sure he was still breathing. And I prayed a little bit, asking that the Holy Spirit would come and maintain his body functions and keep him as I called for a medical intervention. So I dialed 911 and I stood there with him, just very gently keeping my hand on his shoulder. When I got out of the car and I started to walk across the street, my mom said, "Don't go over there, don't go over there." And I kind of held my hand up and asked her to please send someone outside from the church to help me while I tried to help the man. So she went inside, and I saw one of my church brothers come out, kind of look at me with alarm, and then go back into the church. And that was disturbing to me. Then, unbelievably, two of my church members rounded the corner right next to where I was standing, looked at the situation and said, "Good morning, Julianne," and kept walking. And so I had to just be still and acknowledge that the concept of Christ can be an abstract when the practice of Christianity is love in action. And to be in a space of non-judgment of people who don't do it the way that I do it, but to just be loving in the situation and caring about everyone who had a part to play in that little drama. So as I stood there and continued to just touch him gently, I was on the phone with 911, and the dispatcher did send a police officer, and then the EMTs came in a fire truck. And at that point, I was able to walk away and then go into church with this very interesting story. I tell my Sunday school students about this incident for a lot of reasons. Mostly so they can make the choice themselves as they grow up as to how much they feel comfortable intervening in the crises of others. For me, I don't even think about it. But I think people are concerned at times that getting involved in the lives of others can have bad consequences. And I just want to put it out there that sometimes helping other people can just be a wonderful gift that gives back to you 100 times. That's my true story for today, and I'm sending you lots of love. Bye-bye.